And joke's over.
So I had a question for you guys to start things off. So I rewatched Thriller like 6 times this week.
Whoa.
It still holds up, man.
Oh yeah.
If you get past the why are you laughing? Why are you laughing, CC? You don't think it does? Or you think it's certain
You
parts
haven't
when
found
he's
time to finish Ahsoka yet, and you watched Thriller 6 times.
Well,
He got busted.
I was driving too when it was doing it. So
Yeah.
I would look, watch, but I did watch it twice at home. But like, I thought you were laughing at maybe some of the dialogue when he's like, "I'm not like other guys." I was like, and we watched it once and laughed at that line because she was like,
Yeah.
"What are you talking about?"
There's some foreshadowing there.
Yeah, it's back when he still had a little bit of Jerry curl going on.
Which one?
He had a little bit of Jerry curl going on back then, and
oh, there was a lot. I think he left a stain on that car when he got back out. Like, you remember, like, in Coming to America? He got on the couch.
You own the jacket?
No, my friend did. He had the red one, and his brother, they got it for Christmas, I remember. He had the white and black one. But
so you were friends with
we all
Alfonso
wore it.
growing up?
No. Alfonso rocked that jacket, though.
Oh, he did.
He pretty much did.
He was a dancer.
But that video, it still holds up, man. Like, I was watching that. I watched the making of it. I got sucked into it and started watching all the choreographing and, like, all the makeup that they did with it, Rick Baker and all that. I was like, geez, dude, look at all this crap, man. He put a lot of work into that crap. But, yeah.
Have you guys seen that video of the old Jackson 5 with Cher that they put to the modern music on Facebook? I'm going to have to find it and forward it to you guys. Like, they dubbed it to some modern music, and like it's kind of weird how well it just really times up. The Jackson 5 had some moves back in the day, man.
Oh yeah,
they did, man. You see when he was just dancing around like James Brown? He's like, ding, ding. I was like,
they
man.
didn't get that move. If they didn't get their moves down, though, Joe was whooping that ass.
Yeah,
right.
Man. Supposed to step on the second beat, Michael. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? We were just talking about the King of Pop.
Thriller.
I think I'm going to take some photos.
Dave Chappelle said that. He made Thriller.
I really want that action figure. You guys got one?
I do. Yeah, the figure arts one, the broke one.
Yeah.
I'm broke happy. Yeah, I would. I've seen a lot of people do some stuff. It always comes around Halloween, but so I was watching this. I was watching that watching/listening while I was driving, and the reason why I said it is because, man, I was driving. I went to go look for more of those starting lineup figures today, and man, I'm gonna tell you, I can't stand hunting, man. I don't know how people did it. I don't know how I don't know how them old timers did it back in the day, just driving from store to store, not finding anything. I was like, this is bullshit. Yeah, you get spoiled when you're online. You just click it and buy it, and you're like, okay, now I gotta wait.
I'm telling you right now, like I had you guys hunting for something for me, and I ended up just getting it on eBay, and I paid $15 more than what retail was. So to me, that's worth it. Instead of time and gas and frustration and.
It was funny, man, because I was laughing at myself last weekend because I was driving around, going all these different places, and I'm thinking, I'm doing all this driving to save $18.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I probably spent $30 in gas, but I'm driving around, to save $18, and I ended up with nothing. I didn't find anything. I did have fun though,
and your time too. Your time. Yeah. You're like, you're not gonna get it back, and I was thinking today, man, I could have probably put 2 more segments in the show or put some more time in the show. That too. I could have had that on and done, like multitask. I was just sitting there, I was driving, and I was, what happened was really quick. So I was going to Marshall's. I put it in the maps, and it took me to this other one. So it took me 20 or 30 minutes out of the way of the one I was trying to go to. I'm like, well, life deals you lemon, make lemonade. I'm like, this is a new one that I'm going to. Maybe it'll have it. Nothing. I'm like, I'm going home. This is bullshit. I was like, I don't know why these guys did this. I guess maybe it was a little bit better, but I was just driving around and I'm like, and then I sent that picture to you guys. It was just Luca. the lady hyped me up. I was like, "You guys have a starting lineup?" She's like, "Yes, I just put some out." I go, "Really?" She goes, "Yeah." And she shows me. I go, "Oh, thanks. That's the one I already got." Like, you ungrateful punk. Yeah, so screw hunting. I'd rather just pay the extra money and get it from eBay. Hopefully nobody heard me say it. But anyway, that's my story for today.
So if anybody's got a LeBron and Scout Paige.
Yeah, LeBron or a Steph. I saw this one guy in one of the other groups. He's like, he goes, he had 4 of them. I guess he took a picture of the thing. He goes, "Got LeBron today." I'm like, "Man, come on, man." Anyway. We'll probably run off. All right, let's go. Here we go. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 135 of the Hangout. My name is Paige, and I'm joined by 2 of my favorite collecting buddies that keeps the balance of enabling and resistance. Mr. Cory and Mr. Cory Christopher. How you guys doing tonight? Good?
Good, man. Good.
That's funny. We literally are both sides of this, like, the scales of justice.
Is, like, I know. Yeah. Oh, so how's everyone doing tonight? Oh, I heard Sawyer. Is that who Sawyer?
No, it wasn't Sawyer. It's got to be somebody that found a plunderling.
I got one in the background.
Yeah.
She just found all your plunderlings. Lone Roach, probably. Mine.
Oh, man. She comes with it and snapped in half. Can you put this back together, please? All right. Well, thank you, everybody that is here during the live right now. Got a good show for you tonight. We're going to talk about a little bit of Hasbro stuff. I think we can probably catch up on that and then finally put that in a coffin and put it to bed. You know, it's pretty much Giant Man stuff and some other stuff with some side topics. And then we've got some Mezco stuff. Also, I'm just going through here. What else did I have? I also had, we have 2 guests, and then we'll finish off with some haunted history, and then we'll finish off with 2 guests that we got lined up for tonight from the community. So we'll have them come in. Just a quick reminder, if you do want to come on the show, I'm trying to get a little bit better about it, but I'll post it up, and there'll be a link that you can go to. Just message MC. Just say, "Hey, I'd like to come on." We'll do just a quick little check on you, make sure you're not like weird or a stalker or anything like that. Get us flagged or anything. And then we'll just have you come on for a couple minutes and tell us a little about yourself and some things about what you're thinking about. So anyway, how's everyone doing? Good?
Great.
That's it? Nothing else? It's been a hell of a week.
It has. It's been rough.
Well, we'll get into it. But before we start tonight, really quick. Oh, no, can't take you out. I heard you ringing. The dogs. Did show whole play. Yeah. So before we get started tonight, I need to take some time to thank our sponsor for episode 135.
Big time.
Taco Bell?
No, we lost that account. So
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
You get a free chicken sandwich on Sundays.
Yeah.
On Sundays, yeah. All you can eat on Sundays.
On the Toy Paige.
Yeah. You just got to wait a little bit. Background checks, the drug test, and come on. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's been a while since we had a sponsor, but got to pay the bills. So everybody ready? All right, here. So supposed to be ready for this one.
Yeah, I don't think we've had one since Relaxus.
I don't think we have. There was another one. I have to go through and remember. We've been sponsored so much. Anyway, so ready? Here we go. All right, gentlemen, as we exit the Halloween season and into the holidays, where you're going to be around your friends and family and loved ones, it's important that you look your best. The first impression will probably be the last impression you leave with someone. So to make sure that you're prime time ready for the holidays, I recommend that everyone get Annie's do-rag. Now, this is just not any do-rag. We're talking about the special edition Deion Sanders sports do-rag.
Classic.
I saw this at Marshall's today, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "What is this?"
Guaranteed to get waves.
Exactly, for waves that even Kelly Slater will grab his board for. So pick up your 3-pack today, either in store, online, or by clicking my affiliate link down below. And you can also use the what?
What colors do you get? Cowboy blue?
It just depends. Cowboy blue, San Francisco, and what is it? Redskin? I'm sorry. What is it called now? Commander's red or maroon or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So.
Nice.
So pick up your 3-pack today. You can use the promo code Paige's Primetime Players, and you will get $1.12 off of each purchase. That's our sponsor for tonight.
Man,
I said I already copped it. Waves is on swim. All right, let's see. It's just attention.
Waves like Norman Osborn when I put that thing on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wanted to talk to you guys about this, and I don't know why I say that because we're talking. This doesn't need to be said, but with the chat too, especially. Excuse me. I saw this today. It was actually a really good conversation, and it was about secret drops.
I
don't know if you guys saw this post. Did you guys see this post earlier today?
I did,
but I didn't get a chance to read the comments.
I commented. No, actually, no, I didn't. I didn't comment, but I did see it.
You did see it? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's a green face smile. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Got that old Green Goblin waves. I can't wait to see that. I'm just rubbing my finger on it. All right. So, secret drops. So this guy brought up in the group today. I was wondering what you guys thought about. Now I remember during the hangout with him, I asked him about secret drops, and he was like, "If I told you, it wouldn't be any secret drop. It wouldn't be a secret anymore. Now would it, Paige?" I was like, yeah, I get it. But ever since then, I don't think that we've had like this secret drop where they just drop it, nobody knows about it, and then especially with an exclusive, and then it sells out like in 20 or 30 minutes. One of those things is always kind of balanced out. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember that?
Last one would have been that Hazard Squad, wouldn't it?
The Gold Commander?
Yeah. Would that have been the last one?
That one sold out quick, I remember. It sold out quick.
I missed out on it.
I think, oh, you're talking about the gold one.
Yeah, the gold one.
Yeah, I don't remember that one having any advertisement. Yeah, I don't remember that one having advertisement. I remember the first one did because they did the retro commercial for it. But I think things are better like now. In terms like there's a combination of stuff like there's better production numbers. The pre-orders windows are a little bit longer. Oh yeah, by the way, I checked. Slugfest is still up for pre-order. Longest pre-order. I saw in the group. I wanted to get you guys' quick thoughts on it. Like secret drop. Do you like them? We'll start off with that. Do you like them? No. Yeah, that was the consensus. Everybody's like, no. It was a good conversation. It was really civil, but everybody was just giving their opinion about why, and they were giving reasons why. CC?
I mean, the only positive about those was like if you hit it, it was like that 30-second rush of adrenaline. If you got it, but you had to compare that to the 3 months worth of pain if you missed. So I don't feel like that 30-second rush was worth it. I don't miss those at all. I definitely like knowing advance.
Yeah. So you don't miss them at all. You're not like, oh not man, I missed the rush. Yeah, I don't.
Not at all.
Yeah. The way the conversation was steering, it was more of like you were having something or you got something you're collecting. It was kind of unique and not many people may have had. I get it. And I agree with it because it's cool. But I like the way it is now. Because even though we had like Duke was a secret drop, but he's still up and everybody still had time to get him. He's a regular release, but oof, yeah. I I like having something unique, even though the numbers are kind of, in the grand scheme of things, they're really small if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody still has a chance to get it. You know what I mean? So, well, he said, would you rather have Vex or another Gomez to drop? Vex, I would.
Both. Both on the same day.
You could choose
one. I voiced my opinion on this earlier. I don't need any more drops until tax time. My plate's full for fourth quarter. Everyone's plate is full for fourth quarter, whether you know it or not. You don't need any more drops moving forward. We got them coming. We got them coming.
Yeah, they're going to. You can see a bunch of stuff in there as well. People trying to adjust and shuffle, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Some quick news and notes. So everybody's consensus is no more cedar drops. Hasbro. Now, we won't jump into what we think we're going to jump in right away because, there's got to be some foreplay to it. So I figured I'd give you guys a little heads up on this. Boom! Star Killer. So this went up today, at 1 p.m.? I just saw it. It's $24.99, 3 per person. Comes out in January, which means it'll probably come out next week. Looks really cool. Do you guys have any, hot takes, cold-hearted feelings about this? Go.
I'm out of the Black Series game.
Well, that kills about 5 minutes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
CC, what about you?
Yeah, luckily I got out of the Black Series too, because they've been killing it lately with some of these releases. With Malik and a few of these other ones, they look really, really good.
Great.
Yeah. This looks cool. Is it single? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Single. Yeah. I'm not going to say I'm totally out of the Black Series game. I may buy one figure if it's really, 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 something I really, really, really like. But I can't even tell you last time I bought a Black Series figure.
You're doing those pucks, aren't you, MC?
I do, but I'm probably going to cancel that pre-order. I bought the Mandalorian one, I think. Maybe Bo-Katan, I can't remember. I think, but I'm probably going to cancel them both just because space or money, both finite, and I'm running out of space.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit out of the loop on this. I remember playing the game, so I figure you guys can help me with this. But is this something that people have been asking for? This figure? Because is this the first time it's come out or what?
As far as I know. I mean, there might have been a Power of the Force, the prior vintage collection. CC, do you know? It was
I believe this is the second 6-inch figure because they had that Hasbro exclusive one first.
Oh, yeah.
With the 2 stormtroopers. But they've been asking for a Black Series version for a long time.
Yeah.
So this is still technically relevant, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
People like it.
I don't know. I just saw it. I was like, wow, didn't that come out a while ago? But I was like, maybe he was in.
Well, I think this is based more on a more recent game, isn't it?
I have no idea, man. That's what I was asking. I was like, I don't know nothing about this one.
I don't think they've done
it. I know who the
no.
character is.
I know which one you're talking about. You're thinking of the Cal Kestis game that came out, the Fallen Order, or what is it? I played both of them.
Yeah.
But
there was a more recent Force Unleashed game? There's 3 of them, isn't there?
Not that I recall.
Off to the Google machine.
Goggles it.
Right, everybody's smart. While you're looking it up, this is out. And
Google machine.
I guess if you want it, you can get it. And of course,
the fact that he only has 1 saber leads me to believe it's not from the first one.
Yeah. Love of the game said Fallen Jedi. Hot Toys dropped a pre-order figure too. Loco. Thanks, Lou. Well, that's a little bit of foreplay. Let's get into this really quick because this is probably a pretty good segment here. And then we can finally bury this because I know it hasn't been as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to be an uproaring of stuff, but I guess because everything got funded, it didn't give a lot of fuel to the negativity of oh yeah.
It's from the original 2008 game.
Yeah. So.
From the other one. Jesus. God, okay. Well, So a little bit of context is to play a little bit of a recap. Everybody knows HasLab. I guess in a kind of like a little bit of a push for people that were on the fence, they threw this up. The Wasp, I think she comes with another head. And then this had a tentative 2024 release. So I think that kind of helped push some of the numbers during campaigning time. But we kind of like watched this like the draft, didn't we, for a little bit?
Yeah.
Like, is it gonna do it? It's gonna do it. Dude, this thing shot up like at remember it was like we were talking about earlier in the morning. I was like, I don't think this is gonna happen. And then it was like I was like, holy crap. And so it boosted up and went from 4 hours, it was there, 3 hours, we were just kind of watching. And then by the last 2 hours it got funded. And then 33 minutes. It was kind of close. I think they unlocked the first tier. The second tier, what was it? It was only 100 and something away from unlocking that.
Yeah.
That scroll face.
I read some stuff on, I think it was Twitter, well, X or whatever the heck they call it now, saying that sometimes it'll take a couple days for all the overseas numbers to come in. It did with Ghost, like it shot like another 400 units like a week later. So maybe it might get that other head unlocked.
Oh, can they do that like retroactively?
I mean, there are orders that were placed overseas that probably just take a little bit to come in, maybe. But you know, Ghost made all its stuff in the last couple hours too, but like blew past the minimum.
Yeah. So I know we've kind of glazed over a little bit, but so thumbs up. Did you order this? Yes or no? Or thumbs down? No,
I did not.
We're not thumbs downing the offering. We're just saying if we got it. So you didn't get it. And CC, you didn't get it either?
No.
Yeah. So I think I messaged MC about it, and I was like, I don't know if I should do this or not. And we kind of talked about it for a little bit, and I just didn't do it. And it's not because it's not a good figure. I didn't. And it's not because it's no. Right. When we were talking about it, it just kind of made sense. But like I said, it's not because I don't think that the figure's not good. It looks really great, especially those pictures that came from New York Comic-Con. But there was just the first thing I thought of was like, what am I going to do with this? You know, I have one.
It was pretty obvious you would put him with the 6 Sentinels and the 2 Galactus you've got in the box.
Yeah, pretty much. Will it fit, right? Will it fit? We can put up like sitting there thinking, I'm like, what am I going to do with this thing? That's what MC and I were talking about. Like, what? I had like 3 or 4 ideas, and then I'm like, what am I going to do? You know, like I said, it's a really good looking figure. And then like we talked about on the show, where am I going to put this?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I got to make room for 6 Rumblers when they come out.
I told you guys, they already got the Sentinel and Galactus are just sitting downstairs on the couch.
You got his tank shipping here very soon too.
That's when we're talking about that was another thing. So that was my reason. Did you guys have reasons why you didn't get it, or is it just just a personal choice?
It's not my thing.
Get it.
Yeah, it just looks great, but just not for me.
Yeah,
I can't. I don't have room for another large figure.
Yeah, I think that was it.
If this was like a must-have type figure that I had to make room for, then I would have probably considered it more. But I mean, to me, Giant Man's just not in that category for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What would you have done?
I'm glad it got backed.
If it had been a 4 foot tall Margot Robbie, I'd have been all right.
Oh, what one? Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, he was Margot Robbie. Yeah, look at that. Like you'd have to buy a detox just to put it in. Hey, Paul, how you doing, man? And everybody else. Yeah, I do. And don't get me wrong, I'm really happy that this, because we talked about this. I'm happy that it got backed. You know, they were campaigning, and I know there's a lot of names and stuff that people are tagging us with and trying to put, on certain things and certain people, but I'm happy that it just got back because obviously there were people that wanted it and they worked really hard to try to get it. So, and I feel like they're working against things. It's not like they're working to get it. They're working more against certain things to try to get product done.
Yeah. People want to see fails, it seems lately. They want to see a company fail.
Yeah, dude, there was a lot of hate. Like I said, there was a lot of name calling and buzzwords, to put down or devalue the opposing sides. Both of them, both people were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've always been like a light side guy, I think most of us are like us. He's like, because I enjoy the fact that we're in this time in history where, we have all these options and there's possibilities and you get characters that you want. You may not get them when you want it, but eventually you will. And I love the connection with the community. And I enjoy the things that I buy, that I'm paying money for.
Yeah, agree. I mean, I can't argue with that.
Yeah. Oh, she made it. Minnie's made it. We were just ranting a little bit, or at least I was. But, when I was reading some of the comics too, I do understand the dark side of it too and why somebody would be negative. But that's if you paid money for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, and then you're disappointed with the final outcome. I could even understand paying for like a wave of characters and then because you want to get the bath and being disappointed about the character selection. But some of those comments that I was reading, man, it was like the criticism, it just turns into hate when the outcome doesn't go the way that you wanted it to. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the negativity, it just get bumped up a notch or two after the fact. Like it's got back and people were just like, "Oh, that sucks, you simps. You got what you wanted." I'm like, dude.
Right.
Jeez.
Simping for Mezco. Or Hasbro.
Jeez. But you didn't support it. You didn't pay for it. It doesn't. It's almost like a it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like people are like blaming on poor corporate greed and wanting to see it fail. So and it's not the company. It's just almost like you're saying, I want to see it fail, so you don't get what you wanted. Yeah. It only has to do with the people that want it. Why are you,
Right.
Why do you care what's in my collection? That's how I feel.
Yeah, I was just like, geez, dude. I stopped reading because it wasn't getting to me. It just didn't make sense. Because I don't think I'm ever gonna understand anyone getting upset about the outcome of something if they don't have any part about it or they didn't pay for it or had the intention to pay for that project. It just it's weird, isn't it? It's like your girlfriend.
I tell you who was probably the most disappointed that it passed. What's that?
I heard you say you can tell me who you think was disappointed that it didn't pass.
That it did pass.
Oh, what? Who?
Ramen Toys.
True.
You better believe they had El Hombre Gigante already y'all schemed up. We'd have been able to pick him up for $125 as soon as this thing didn't make it.
Dude, Big Man? He'll be called Big Man?
Yeah, Big Man or Hombre Gigante.
Yeah, Big Man.
Dude,
yeah.
We'll talk about that later. They're doing some stuff. Like, Jesus.
They're cranking it out, right? They went from like maybe a couple of projects a year to like they've got like 4 or 5 projects going this quarter.
This week. The
crazy.
Batman 89 car fix that they're doing right now with machine guns.
Cars, dioramas, action figures, several different lines.
When is the car coming? Because I'm not complaining about it. I thought the car was. So it got pushed back again, or? Because remember it was October initially.
Yeah, they said should have it all shipped by January. It said was one thing I read on. I think it was Instagram or something.
Oh, okay. Well, it saves some room for a little bit. Yeah.
Lets me get time to take down my Christmas tree before I have it take its spot.
Exactly. Yeah. You go like, well, I'll just put the Christmas tree up here, and then that will be the spot for this other stuff, man. Yeah. I'm glad this is over. I'm hoping, and also this opens up the door now, because I think if this would have shut, we wouldn't have gotten, like we talked about in the last show, we wouldn't have gotten any more HasLabs for quite a long time, if ever.
I'm excited for Friday. I think we're getting a good.
At least not Marvel ones, probably.
Yeah, Friday.
Is that the? It's Ghostbusters, but they're doing something else too, right? Like, isn't it the Has
10/27 day for Pulse Premium members? They get like a exclusive look at things to come, and I'll give you the YouTube link, you guys.
I'm not a premium member, so can I watch it?
I'll give you the link. I got you.
Don't let them find out.
Just tell them I know MC. It'll get you in.
Yeah. Just tell the doorman you know me. They'll get you.
I'm with MC.
Yeah,
I'm on the list.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Oh. Whew. Yeah. Well, yeah. This is cool. One other thing I saw about this was like I know it's been beating the ground a little bit, but somebody had said something. I didn't know how to really dissect it, but somebody said something like, "Oh, a lot of people just gave in to this project, and we could have taken another hard stance and about the whole pricing thing, not only with this, but then also with the figures." And dude, my mind just like it exploded. I was like, "Oh my gosh, man!" I was like, "Dude." Well, there's a reality check. I think a lot of people need to understand. The price of like figures, they're not going to go down.
Mm-mm.
It's not.
You can wait, and you can get it at Marshall's for $5.
Hey, that's another thing I wanted to bring up, because that's the thing. I think we talked about that too. Like, people are waiting. They're like, "Oh, I'll just wait until it goes." Like, here's a reality check for you: the prices aren't going to go down, and the production will go down. Because after this year, everything that you've seen in these clearance aisles, they're going to be like, you know what? We took a loss on certain offerings. So we're going to stop the production. We're going to not stop the production. We're going to lower the production. You know,
the demand isn't there.
Yeah. Collectors, like, they've been asking for certain things, and then the companies, they go, okay, they want these things. We're going to put them in, and it's going to cost an additional cost. So just because something goes to clearance, it doesn't mean that it's going to be like that forever, man. These companies, they're going to course correct. And they're going to be like, yeah, you know what? We lost money. Let's cut back on production. And then that's going to lead into another vicious cycle. It's going to be like, oh, your productions are low. Now people that can afford it are going to be able to get it. They're going to grab it because it's low production. And then they're going to charge collectors even more. It's just a bad cycle. But trust me, these prices, I know that people think that they're going to put a pitchfork out and it's going to lower $10 each time that they stomp the ground. It's not going to happen, man.
People got to remember, anyone that's classified collectors, how difficult it was when they had that first, those Cobra Island troopers.
You mean when the wave was dead?
Yeah. Well, before they even declared it dead. You know what I mean? Like when classifieds, when it wasn't supposed to be a popular line, because everyone claimed they weren't going to buy them because they just wanted their 3 1/4-inch O-ring Joes. There was some under ordering, it looked like, in the very beginning of this thing. And then when they were getting scalped like crazy, luckily we got more production. But these people don't just make figures to lose money.
Yeah, they are.
It's now look at Joe's. They're 120 figures deep, whatever number they're at. 2 HasLabs. The Comic-Con exclusive waves that sell out instant, or like, what do we have? Serpentor, Mindbender, Chuckles.
Yeah, he's shipping, right?
Yeah, I got shipping on CCNI's Chuckles today. Like I think Saturday they'll be delivered. So
I gotta shoot you some money on that one.
I gotta shoot him some money for the Baroness.
I'll probably see you this weekend, Paige. So I'm gonna hand deliver Scarlet.
Well, we check the glasses first.
No, all sales are promised.
Like, woo. I was like, whoa. Hey, what's happening, man?
It's gonna be a little crooked. She's gonna look disheveled, like she was Baroness behind the
Yeah, she's getting baroness. Before somebody turns my words around or anything, I'm not saying that you need to go. And I just thought about this. You need to go and you need to buy every single figure when it's at the store and it's at retail. I know all of us are trying to like budget shop and stuff like that. I know somebody's gonna say that, but these businesses, man, they're ran like businesses. And if you had any kind of business experience, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's I know people want lower prices, but I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. They'll cut down on production, or they're gonna cut down on character selection, just so they can kind of scale themselves back.
Yeah.
So yeah, enjoy it now. That shit's gonna stop quickly. Get that old guy. Well, how much money did I lose this year? What? I'm a CFO. So we can finally put that one to bed, right? Yeah. Oh, MC was telling me about this. I don't know if you know about this, CC. You know that when they didn't have PayPal Pay in 4 for this? I didn't know that.
For the Hombre Gigante?
Yeah, for the Giant. I didn't know that you couldn't do it. I think MC told me like you could do the credit thing, but you can't do the PayPal in 4 thing with it.
Yeah.
Which is man, they need to open that up for that, because I think a lot of people would jump on that.
You mean as far as like PayPal or the company? Or the company doing it?
Doing PayPal in 4 for HasLabs. I mean, I think it would help.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah, but I mean through PayPal or through the company?
Oh, through PayPal, like, because then you're making because they offer PayPal, but it's not that PayPal in 4 option for that, like Mezco has, or it doesn't. No, BBTS does not either.
Like a pay thing, man. I saw somebody mention that in the groups too. Like somebody said, well, these companies, they should do Pay in 4, and I'm like, that's not going to work. It's they're more about trying to get all the money like right then and there, so they can just do it and clear it off their books. Can you imagine taking like 5,000 to 7,000 accounts and trying to manage them and break them down in fourths? Like,
hey, we're sorry, your third payment didn't clear.
Yeah.
That's just the beginning. But look, this is over. What? This is 13,000 people. Like, even if you took half of that, let's say you just did 6,000 or 7,000 people. Can you imagine like micromanaging 7,000 accounts and making sure that everybody pays? What happens if the account doesn't process or doesn't go through?
Yeah.
What if they get through like 2 payments and they're like, oh, guess what? I decide I'm not going to continue with this. What do you do with it?
Yeah.
And they're more like concerned with creating the product and marketing it out and trying to close the sale. They don't want to do like these microtransactions and shit like that and be an accountant. You see what happens with Mezco when they like now it's not as bad, but you see when Mezco say, hey, this is getting charged, and how many of those get waitlisted, get converted and stuff like that. They don't want the headache, man.
It's going to be more frequent, I think.
What, PayPal 4 or
the
stuff getting
waitlist converting faster?
Oh yeah, especially these next couple releases. I think you're going to see a lot of that. We can kind of get into that right now because we're in Mezco, right? I'm going to let this marinate for a second, and I'm not going to let it go until the end of the year. So this came out. They had, it's going to look bad. Okay, good. I was like, why am I laughing when they can't see it? So this, I was like, it's so dead quiet. I was like, does the graphic not come up? But so this got shipping. I know a lot of people probably aren't really interested in the Static 6 Red Pyramid head. That thing is really cool. I'm telling you. I know a lot of people aren't into statues, but the detail is amazing. So let's push that aside. Justice League, the next offering. I'm not gonna lie to you. Full disclosure and transparency. I'm broke. I am waiting for the first. I have not been this close.
You eating ramen noodles?
No, I'm eating, but I was like, I don't think I looked at my account and going, damn, where the hell did all my money go? Dude, this soaked me right here.
Well, you're not eating ramen noodles yet. Mezco can hit us again. Drop them turtles.
No. I had Chipotle today. I'm doing good. With guacamole, I might add, sir.
Oh, man, you're living high on the hog.
Yeah, he's got the add-ons.
I have 2 pieces of bologna in this sandwich. The rest of us can only have 1.
I did. I walked through. I was like, you can get guac. Like, guac is extra, sir. I was like, come on.
Come on now. Come on, sweet thing.
Like, give me. Yeah, I was like, give me 2, sweetie. Give me 2. Yeah, God, dude. Yeah, but this crap, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, Jesus.
Sweet if you had, I mean, we've talked, so I know, but just people that had both of these that got hit on the same day, just one of each, a little bit lighter in the bank. A little bit.
Yeah, dude. This is a
it's a mortgage payment.
Yeah. It's a Tesla payment too. Jesus. Oof, God. So I'm trying to remember. I know I got it. Did you guys get it? Or no?
Mm-mm.
No. One of these guys is different than the others.
Yeah.
One of these guys is doing his own thing.
What about you, MC? Did you get this or no?
No, passed on that. DC Universe is dead. Like we discussed this a little bit. And, it's just not for me. I'm not keen on those licensed figures too much.
Yeah, I was gonna see because this has a couple of limbs to it, but so this we just talked about like how it is kind of a hit in the pocket. I've also noticed that kind of extending through the groups as well. I've seen a couple of group sellers say that they've had a lot of people flaking on them. And then they said that and they I think it's gotten so bad with ghosting on this offering that that they're starting to like split the sets up. Like they'll have Batman. They say you can get Batman, or you can buy these individually or in combinations and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of loose flashes out there for sale. It's gonna be a lot.
Is he the weak pick for the whole
loose
set?
in more ways than one? Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of.
Definitely he's the MC of that trio right now.
No,
you're getting a lot of content from Ezra Miller out there.
You do. Do you think that that's what it is? Like if it was somebody else, it's the actor?
I think that's part of it. I think the other part, like we talk, I'll let CC hit on that part. The other part with State of the Universe. I don't want to steal all the answers.
I paid with my card, so that's cash, I guess. I didn't charge it. MC, what do you think? Do you think it has to do with him or?
You mean CC?
Yeah, I'm sorry, CC. Do you think it's because of the actor, or do you think it's
as far as the popularity of the set?
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about this a little earlier that this movie was released how long ago? Is this?
Well, it depends on
3 years ago.
You what, the Zack Snyder one, the extended cut one?
Yeah.
Looking it up, goggling it.
Had to have been about 3 years ago, right?
Mario's here. He could tell us.
Mario. Actually,
I know. Well,
because I think we've had the other Batman
2.5.
2.5, so almost 3 years.
March 18th, 2021.
I really think the bad thing, like we discussed with movie figures like this, is that they just don't hold popularity long enough, for it to still be supported by the time the figures are released. Could you imagine like if Marvel Legends didn't do those MCU figures and stuff until like 2 years after the movie?
Oh God.
Yeah. There's a reason why that stuff's on the shelf before the movies even hit. It's like you got to strike while the iron's hot.
Remember during COVID when there was delay with movies, like you saw the Eternals wave sitting on the shelves forever because it's like, what the hell is this movie about?
They were on clearance by the time it got released. Yeah,
they still are.
Yeah,
they're at Ollie's right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said 2021. So, do you think it's I think it's harder for them because of everything that's involved, the licensing, the soft goods. You know what I mean? Like this set, it's been in for a while, and then it got delayed. I'm pretty sure for other reasons. I think anybody that saw it at SDCC, I think this is going to be one of those sets when you get it in hand, you'll appreciate it a little bit more because it's pretty good. The Flash is the one thing that I'm kind of wondering how the community is going to react to it.
Yeah.
Because it has those armor, the armor plate, excuse me, the armor plating and stuff. And the one that they had there, you couldn't really mess around with it too much because it wasn't the finished version. So I'm wondering in the ab area, for like running poses, and then how far he's going to be able to bend. Did they do an armor piece where it slides kind of under the chest piece where he can get some of it? They've done that before. So, but stuff like this, I think it's hard, man. Unless the movie's just really good. We were talking about that too. Like when is a good time for a movie, like to have a movie figure? Because they have some of them older ones, right? That still are okay. Like you could put out Ash and Freddy and all that stuff, and it still goes over. But anything current, it doesn't seem like you can really do.
Yeah. The original Nightmare Batman, I mean, that still sells really well in groups. People like that Batman from the Batman versus Superman movie.
Yeah.
It's got a good resale market. But
so maybe it's more of the character.
Part of the problem is, when we discuss this, is where's Cyborg?
I think they had the foresight that they knew that it was probably not going to happen. And they were like, why do we need to dump more money into it if it's not going to happen? That's just me talking. That's not them. You know what I mean? That would be my thought.
Yeah, because you have 5 of the 6 members.
I bought the Moffix one, so I can just have a stand-in. Well, he's a stand-in character. I mean, I'm not going to get it anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how tall he is. Like I had it, but I didn't do the size comparison to see if he fits because he's supposed to be taller. But I'm not super into that. But
you can get the McFarlane one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe a nice static one to put in the background.
$20 with eyes looking to the left.
Nah. Well, I mean, what are you gonna really do? That's another one I was thinking too. I was like, it wasn't buyer's remorse, but I was sitting there thinking, I go, what am I gonna do with this set? I was like, it'll be cool for team shots and stuff like that. I was like, but what scenes would I really recreate? And I was like, oh shit, I don't have Darkseid or Steppenwolf either. I go, freak. And I got on Amazon. I'm like, okay, it's only $30, so maybe I can get away with it. I think next year probably be making some different decisions about certain things. So,
Paige will only be getting 4 figure.
No, one of my New Year's resolutions is I'm probably going to cut down, unless it's like a troop builder kind of thing. I'll probably, because I buy 2 of everything, I'll probably buy just 1.
Mezco pre-order day 1, Cobra Troopers.
Yeah, it would be. January 2nd.
We heard your New Year's resolution, Paige, and we want to put you to the test.
Yeah.
Limit of 15.
Yeah. Good.
Deluxe Cobra or Cobra Commander with alternate hits. How many you get?
3. Just kidding. No, like something like that. something like that, honestly, I think I would do one. But if it's like a troop builder or something like that, like some kind of like Vortex or something like that, yeah, maybe. I said my cap number is going to be 3. As I'm holding up 4 fingers, it's going to be 3.
Is that 3 times
many, this many guys. I was like, man, I was like, I can't see myself like. Somebody told me one time they made really good sense. They were like, dude, just buy one and Photoshop everything. I was like, yes, probably be cheaper. It would be cheaper. Coming, is he late too? Oh yeah, the Gotham by Gaslight.
No. He means the Batman, the Pattinson.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
CC, is it too late for him? You are the biggest fan of the Batman.
You know, the one thing that might keep him relevant is the fact that they're filming that series on HBO.
The Penguin? Or the Riddler, I mean, is it the Penguin?
No, it's the Penguin.
So that'll keep him relevant.
And there's
but other
than
movie. That, I mean, the hype around the movie, I think, is all but dead. I love the movie and watch it every time I get a chance. I really love that film. I think I'm in the minority
they're
making
now. Part 2. They're making part 2.
They are.
So, I mean, he'll still be kind of relevant, right?
Well, but you know what they'll do is they'll change his costume. That way you have to buy another figure.
Yeah, they're good with that kind of stuff.
He'll have a stealth costume or something. They'll change something significantly. So that we have to buy more merch.
What about a Lady Gaga for the Joker too?
That's
easy
pass. That's a hard pass for me.
Easy pass.
Yeah, I think it's harder for them because it's hard to strike when the iron's hot. Like you don't, and then also you're trying to plan it out along with the movie and get. I think I've seen articles where some companies have to work off prelims, like the stills. Yeah, that Marvel Legends quantum suit pack is a perfect example. They were all white, or no, they were all different colors than they were in the movie, and everybody's like, "Oh crap, this isn't even screen accurate." It's because they were working off the concept art. I think it's the same thing like Mezco. You have to go through all that red tape, and then it's hard to like coincide with the movie. I mean, look at they had Black Widow that was going to come out, and that hasn't come out, and then Robin Hood, the one with Jamie Foxx, they had that figure that never came out. So
I don't remember that movie. Was it good? I know I saw it.
It's all action packed and.
Is that the one done by Guy Ritchie?
No, that's King Arthur.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. What was it? I think it's going to be good to see a Taylor that DCU will have. Wait. Yeah, it's. I know. I was talking to you guys.
Just pull it out. So show it to Love. Pull it out from behind the desk. You said it hasn't been displayed.
I can't do that. You guys know I can't do that stuff. Especially on
Green room access.
Yeah, it's on my Patreon, sir. You're not gonna get that. Yeah, you gotta hide stuff behind paywalls.
$5. You can join the Patreon.
Yeah, for $5, I'll burn any relationship I have with any company for $5. Okay.
NDAs, burn them up. I don't need them.
Yeah, I'll go into debt for real, getting sued.
NDAs are subjective.
Yeah. So yeah, movie figures. I like them. I think that they should probably be the maybe a little bit older, like if it's a classic or something like that. But like these turn and burn movies, I think they're probably better just not dealing with the hassle. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's all I have for that. We already talked about haunted history. Do we have like guests queued up and ready?
No. I guess I'll send one in right now.
Yeah, well, this segment might take a little bit. It depends, because I was gonna try to get chat people and you guys in here. So this is of course the last week for haunted history, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God, because I pretty much ran out.
Just in time.
So tonight, I know. Yeah, thank God. So tonight, haunted history will be the Mezco 112 line. Oh, Paige. Nice. I got some interesting things I want to ask you guys really quick. Because as I was going through this, we'll get to certain ones. And some of them I went to like IMDb to look up and see if it actually had a tag for horror. And then some of these figures I go, is that a horror one? Can that really be considered one? So we'll get to them. But
Frankenstein was a rom-com, wasn't
it? Yeah. You're thinking Young and Frankenstein? You remember that one? That was a good one.
That's the one with Yahoo Serious?
No, that it's with Gene Wilder. It has
Wilder, yeah.
Cast. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Yahoo Serious. I remember him. Guitar. Oh, he's Yahoo Serious. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that guy. Didn't the lightning strike him or something? But anyway.
Yeah, it was something weird. Gosh, that's a flashback.
Yeah. It's on MTV too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about the call. All right, so haunted history, Mezco 112. So back in 2016, Frankenstein was the very first 112 figure. Fight me. A little fun fact about him. The pre-order went up in April, and he released in November. That's less than a year. That's a sub shot.
I like it.
You know, I see people saying, "Oh, they never have any figures that come out in a year." And you got to have that big ass list.
Oh,
there's others too.
There's others
too. Yeah, it's okay to like shoot like 6 bullets, but I want to make sure I'm like. It's the military teach you lay waste to everything. Not only so other people see it, but so your enemy knows. I'm not gonna fuck with that guy.
A Few Good Men. Waste the motherfucker.
Yeah. Talking about war and toys. Anyway, so yeah, he went up. They did a PX version. They also did this highly sought after piece made of polystone. This is the doorway. And then they did the doorway bundle. Little fun fact for you. I passed on this initially.
What?
Yeah, this is in my younger days.
You got other
but I saw this and I go, no, I wasn't that deep into this line like that. I was more of like, let me pick and choose. So yeah.
You had to prioritize and go with your Marvel Legends instead. You're like, no. I gotta buy that Spider-Man this week.
The Fing Fang Foom.
Yeah, I've been seeing so many people say that wrong. Like they say thing, whatever, Fing Fang Foom. It was like Fin Fang Foom or something. I was like, what? This is, and now I gotta get the dictionary. Stop using these big words, sir.
Enunciate.
That's a big word for me. It has more than 2 syllables. So, Steve and your big brain, man. He is a dope figure. Those were the days when Chipotle with no guac. Yeah, those are some hard decision days right there. 31 guac? Nah, I'm poor. I can't afford that. No.
I don't know.
Can I get a sample? It's like, can you get a sample? Can I get a sample? Let me taste that. So not to drag this out. So yeah, they had this. Here's the first one. Doctor Strange. Would you consider him a horror figure character? Because he was in Strange Tales. Also, a question for the chat.
No.
Do you consider Doctor Strange a horror figure?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
All right, so I'll mark him off.
Maybe just the leopard print gloves.
Just me. I mean, my vote doesn't count.
It does. It does count. I am interested in what other people think. Like, so what do you feel is a horror figure? Because there's some other questionable ones in here. What fits the criteria for horror for you? Does it have to be labeled horror like a movie figure, or have to have some kind of horror element?
I think so. To me personally, yes. Like he's an Avenger, man.
Those were
so
suspense
he's not
comics.
Horror. Okay, so like Tales of Suspense. Okay, so I'll mark him off.
No.
No, it's less hassle for me. And then yeah. No. So if we take Doctor Strange off the table, right? it was another year and 9 months before we got another horror figure, and that was Mikey. Not the second one, the first one. Mikey Myers here. Mm-hmm. Everybody remembers that. Single jointed. Everybody talked about that. It was funny. They didn't show this, but he had glasses. These glasses are really cool. So yeah, I didn't put Clockwork Orange in here because I looked that up and it's more of like sci-fi. So I thought about it, and I guess we're not dealing with Doctor Strange, right? Then we got Ash 2018. We'll take him off. That's 3, 4. Then 5 now. So yeah, Dawn of the Dead. That was an expensive 2-pack. Jason Voorhees. We got. This is like back in 2019. And a little fun fact about this. He was the only re-release, and that came out in 2021. I know they've done like second runs of figures, but he is the very first one that they've actually tagged as a re-release. It actually had it on there. And then you have who Anne likes to call Balade.
Balade. That a Key and Peele reference?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. O'Shea Jackson. Balade. What? You mean Blake? Oh, yeah. This is one, too. Would you consider Blade horror?
Yes.
CC?
He's not for me. I could be wrong, I guess, but
it's your opinion.
He doesn't hit the horror button to me. But I guess vampires do, though, right?
Yeah, like that's the way I think of it. You know, like the blood demon from the movie, or the blood god, whatever the heck it was.
Probably got to put him in there.
Vampires?
Probably got to put him in there. You talked me into it.
So I got a -5 so far for the other ones. You got Ghostbusters.
Comedy.
Set.
Yeah.
You're like me. I used to argue with my friends sometimes between you and I just for no reason. We would talk about Christmas, and he would always say Home Alone is a Christmas movie. I go, no, it's not. He's like, it's a Christmas movie. I was like, but I mess with him. I go, no, it's not. I was like, it's only set in Christmas time. It has no doesn't have anything like Christmassy about it. It's just some kid beating up on these two dudes. I was like, it's set in Christmas.
Yes, Die Hard is a great Christmas movie.
What? Die Hard?
Die Hard is that a Christmas movie?
He brought that up, and I told him the same thing. I go, it's just set in Christmas. It's not like a Christmas movie. Like if you had a Christmas like Carol or Miracle on 34th Street or It's a Wonderful Life, those kind of things. I was like, those are Christmas movies. Hell, even Santa Claus. The Santa Claus or something like that. I only did it to mess with him. And I would come up with these points, and he'd be like, man, Paige, you're just hard-headed about this. And I go, no, I'm just having fun.
Page so every year, Christmas movie.
I know you got notes. You probably busted that shit out on him.
No, I was just every year he sends me like a picture of him with his feet up on the couch with Coco watching Home Alone, and he goes, best Christmas movie ever. I'm like, get out of here, dude. It's not a Christmas movie. He just keeps it going. But yeah. Freddy. I'll go through these faster. Nosferatu, Doc, Hellboy, PX. This is another one. Horror, yes or no?
No. Not to me. Kind of falls in the same as Doctor Strange, not just because they're both doctors.
Mr. Doctor.
Dr. Giggles. He's a doctor.
Yeah. Man, he had a hilarious laugh. In UK Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is Christmas blasphemy. Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie about Christmas, or is it a Christmas movie about Halloween? Exactly. I think the consensus for Dr. Fate is no. So we'll move on because there's one that I had a really good question about, and that's this one. Now, hear me out. Is this horror because of the setting and the character? Not because we know him as the Joker, but just for everything else.
The Jack the Ripper
I'd say so.
Yes. Yeah. You gotta
it's hard to have those accessories and not be considered horror.
Yeah, I don't think he's a dentist with that stuff.
Gothic horror.
Yeah, you don't save many lives with those.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Like if he came with, like a gun with a glove on it or something, I would get it. But this is all jack. Yeah, smoke bombs and, acid flour.
The butcher apron with all the blood stains on it.
Yeah.
I'd say horror.
Yeah. CC, what do you got? Yes or no?
I say yes on this one.
Mm-hmm. So the ruling is yes. So what we got? 6 minus 6? Okay. I'll do the official count later, but anyway. Yes. We have a couple. All right. So continue on really quick. It's good part too. Yes, I think we can say yes. That this is a monster. I say yes.
Yep.
Yes. I did have to stay up till 2 in the morning for this.
Staying up all night.
Come on, it's a memory though.
And Cece's like, I got mine. I'm going to bed. Later, fools.
that guy, man. I was like, he did too. He's like, I got it. You guys good? All right, good night. I'm like,
good night. I'm out. Drop the mic.
That was nice.
Yeah, everybody was pissed too. They were like, "What? What'd you do?" He's like, "I just got in there and bought it." What do y'all do?
He's like, "I got in and got the hell out." He knew. He said he knows Mez at the door.
Kevin did IT before he did shipping.
Did he? You guys better get him a Christmas gift.
Oh yeah. Omaha Steaks, here they come.
Yep, we're up in the game this year.
We know this year. Got him a Taco Bell card. Atticus, I think we're good with. I almost forgot about this one, but I looked it up. IMDb, sci-fi horror. Same thing with Alien. Mm-hmm. Now, need a ruling for this one because I looked it up, and as CC would say, this was more of a rom-com, correct? But so I looked this up, and IMDb said that it said gothic, and then it did say horror in the description.
Really?
Yeah, it said it. So I was like, let me ask these guys what they think. Chat too as well. Would you consider The Crow horror movie, or is this a horror character?
I'd say suspense.
Stinger.
Yeah, suspense.
I know, nobody's saying. Minnie says yes to Crow. What do you guys got?
Suspense, superhero-ish.
No, right? Is he horror or no?
I'd say no.
Yeah, no. He's, to me, again, my ruling is
maybe the sequels because they were bad.
Man, look at that. Oh, it was horrible to watch. Look at this. 1, 2,
we've been overruled.
4. Got it ish.
There's a lot of people wrong in the chat tonight.
I know.
Don't do that. You're gonna hurt.
I've never seen that before.
Our super chats here, buddy.
Yeah, what's going on?
The Crow is WWE.
I guess it brings up an interesting question: is what do people consider the qualification to make it a horror movie? Because to me, like a horror is something that's scary or intends to be, right?
Adam says similar to Spawn.
There's nothing about the Crow that I would consider horrifying to me.
Yeah,
his horrible death. Spoiler
That's
alert.
why I was pushing these on here because, I want to. I was trying to figure out what we would consider.
Because in theory, if this is a horror, does that mean Ghost is a horror movie?
With Patrick Swayze?
Yeah. If this one qualifies, that one would have to qualify as a horror movie, right?
Minnie said he is dead.
Minnie says almost put it in all caps.
So Ghost would be a horror movie, not a romantic.
Minnie's put it in all caps. He listens to you.
He's but yeah, that would be because he is considered dead. But that's like what's that movie? Well, is Shaun of the Dead a horror movie?
With Bill Cosby?
You might have to ask a certain person about that. Whoever he was serving drinks to that day, maybe, I don't know. But romantic horror. Yeah, well, like, what's that other one? It's like, you remember who's the Casey Affleck? He did where he was a ghost and was talking to a girl. Or what about Warm Bodies? Ghost is not really spooky.
I don't know. You saw when he pushed the thing.
Did MC bring up the Bill Cosby one when he was a ghost? Is that what you're talking about?
He did. He brought up Ghost Dad, man.
I just don't caught on what he was saying. I forgot about that Ghost Dad movie.
Yeah, it's like, you don't agree, F you.
Oh, man.
Don't agree, fuck him.
Oh, man.
All right, well,
interesting.
Hold on a second. Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. Oh, I lost my thingy. Where's it at? I can't get on there. Hold on a second. Let me redo this. I was laughing so hard. I was like, yeah, when I was going through this list, the reason why I'm going through this list, let's timestamp this right now. The reason why I was going through this list because I was gonna do a did it show up yet? No, it didn't. Let me remove this. I was gonna do a horror of all the ones that came out this year and all of the history. So I mean, you guys can save me trouble and say no, and that just pushes them off. Less I have to dig out.
Seemed like it got pretty murky.
It does, because like I think everybody in the consensus is good with Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate not being part of the crew. But I think Crow is probably the only one that we've kind of like been split on. Most people say they did. Whoopi
the debate is
been possessed this game. He's like, yeah, damn, baby. Remember that part? What the hell you do to your hair? Nick, happy to have you on. I'm just getting this Facebook back up and then we'll get you in, bud. Good to have you. Let's see here. So we'll try to tidy this up. Not yet.
Did you draw this page? I heard you drew this. Like
with my left hand. With my left hand.
Your next diorama you're building.
Oh yeah.
Concept art.
Yeah. Hey, man. Did I show you that little sketchbook I have?
I know that Cece is quite the artist, but I didn't know you were, Paige.
It's more stick figures and lines. It's not anything special. I thought you saw my book, my little Eminem book with all that shit. Like, okay, so we're back. All right, so yeah, I'm sitting on my trunk and I'm just listening to shit. I'm like, yeah. All right, so I guess we should do a poll. I'll do a poll tomorrow and see what people think about Crow. All right, let's skip through this so Nick can get on. Yes, Alien, Ghost Rider. I figure he's in there.
Penance Stare.
Well, that and then also Midnight Suns. I think Mario was mentioning that too. Like they've all kind of defended, but then also Doctor Strange is in that too. But I don't know. It starts getting murky. But Ghost Rider. Yeah. Michael Myers. Mm-hmm. I didn't include Ben Tramer in that. So yeah, Leatherface.
100%.
And
he's a documentary.
Yeah.
Found
footage.
Did you watch that Toby Hooper making of, CC? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh man, it's crazy. The stuff that they did on that set. Oh my goodness.
For the original movie?
Yeah, real animals. They said people were puking because they were, hanging up. Rotting. Yeah, and they would tour. It was kind of like Sam Raimi did in Evil Dead. They would scare them and do certain things and to get react. It was crazy, man.
Like a snuff film.
Yeah. 8mm. I remember that. Solomon Kane. I think we're good with that one. And then the LOT. Owlman. So I think if this is not exact, so I think if we take off the 6, that's math is hard. There's 40 releases, so that means there'd be 34. I'll do official count later, but that's your history.
Yes. Did you open your Lord of Tears yet? Your Owlman? You did.
Yeah, I did. I took a crappy photo the other day.
Whatever. That was a great photo.
Dude, that photo was shit. I looked at that, I go, nah, I was just like, good for government, whatever. I don't care. I did, man. I was like, I'm so far behind. I don't even think I'm gonna get it complete. Did you show Hellboy? Yes, I did level the game. I showed Hellboy and then also the PX version of Hellboy. I think I just skipped through it really quick. Yes. Did you get Theo? Yes. Oh, also just a quick thing. I did add the PX Theodore Sodcutter to the total because we've already seen him and we had him for pre-order. And he's supposed to come out this year. So a little presumptuous, but so yeah, that's our history. So we don't keep Nick waiting. I know he's having fun back there, drinking some champagne, having fun, watching the game. It is a game, right? No, it's Wednesday. Sorry.
Eating all the green M&Ms.
Man. So please give a warm welcome to Nick.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
On yet? How's it going?
Good. Is it adding him?
No.
That's crazy.
We're only 3 deep still.
That sucks. Well, let's make this official. How about now?
Oh, that's me. Yeah, I'm on. Hey, everyone.
Hi, Def. Yeah. Gross. Hey, Beck. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Long night tonight, I think, but that'll be fun, right?
What are you doing?
I was actually organizing my my closet area back here, and just got done from the gym. So yeah, energized, ready to go.
Oof, yeah. So, do you have any Halloween memories, thoughts, or figures that you like to bring out during this time frame?
I would have to say it's Nosferatu right here. Yes. I'm gonna have to plant him somewhere around the house. So
yeah,
I have him nice and bundled up with all his rats in there too. So yeah, it's definitely the season for that. I'll probably hide at my wife's plant somewhere, most likely.
Good scare.
Always that ratty face looking at you.
So, with all the characters and everything, and of course we're not biased here or anything, but do you have a favorite line that you collect?
Oh yeah, it's Rumble Society. I don't know why I can't get away from it. All the superheroes, I'm kind of, I don't really care for. They seem all similar, but the Rumble Society, you can do so much with, and then you can turn around and make them mercenaries, There's just so much with it.
So is there a figure that you are expecting this year that you want to see that's projected, or is there a figure that you want to see come?
I'm going to have to get my hands on the turtles. The turtles are what I want to see this year. Just that skin texture alone is crazy looking, and I am excited about that. The Conan that just got released too is awesome. I really like that too. I'm happy I got that on purchase, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh, King Conan, the new one?
Yes, King Conan.
Yeah. They're doing something good. Did you do the Sarah Frazetta one, the Dark Wolf, or no? No,
I didn't do that one. I was just getting into the game of Mezco I was just getting into it, I think.
And the last question I have for you. I'm sorry, it was a little delay.
I'll probably purchase it down the road.
Yeah, I think it's. I think they actually put. Didn't you, MC, send me something? Or they pushed it back, MC?
Oh no,
They
not
pushed
that
it back.
I thought they received it in hand,
no.
or they have it, and they should be shipping soon. They said. That's what I thought I saw last.
Yeah. You guys have questions for Nick?
Who's your favorite Rumble Society character or figure? Pertaining, like a lot of people threw vapor at us, but what about you?
I'd probably have to say I like Atticus Doom a lot. I like the Black Skull Death Brigade, and honestly, anything Skull, the pink skulls too. They're a lot of fun. But of course, Gomez, any Gomez, whether it depends on what outfit he's in and what he's up to doing, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say anything Skull. That's gonna be my thing. Yeah.
Okay. Did you buy all the accessory skulls that they were selling there? You know, like the cosmic skulls, the glow skulls, the matte skulls. You know, we got hit with a lot of skulls there for a while. But did you buy any of those?
Yeah, I bought at least 5 Black Skull Death Brigades. I'm sorry, you were breaking up a little bit. What'd you say?
Oh, you know, remember when they were selling like the special skulls, like the skull accessory packs, like cosmic skull?
Oh yeah,
glow in the dark, the matte ones that you could put yourself.
Yeah, I bought 2 sets of those, and I went crazy with them. Actually, I started using the eyes recently to. I don't know if you can see this too well, but
hold on, we'll put you.
Started putting the eyes in there and using those.
Oh, the sockets here. I put you up so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah.
What did you use?
See, I like to make really odd customs. So, and then here's another one that I love. It's on a Pie Buck.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yes.
How long have you been customizing?
Kind of all my life, but I didn't know this is what I would be doing as an adult. So I used to make clay miniature sculptures and draw and paint and everything else, and this is all just kind of everything into one. So I've done this ever since I was 6 or 7 in many different ways. And then, I just realized that I wanted to use my talent and make some friends and be a part of a community. And I stumbled upon this after G.I. Joe. So.
Do you mean like after Mezco put out G.I. Joe or Hasbro or?
Well, I started collecting classifieds along with Valaverse. And I just kind of lost interest in the soldier mercenary type scenario, you know, and I saw Vapor and Gomez, and man, it was the end after that, because there's no streamlined story. It's always something different, you know, and that's what I like about it. And anybody can create the story to Gomez or the Black Skulls or whatever it might be, which is kind of freeing and fun. So it leaves me a lot more opportunity, I think.
That's awesome. So you're new.
Yeah.
I mean, like a couple of years.
He is.
Yeah, I probably started collecting Mezco a year and a half ago. Wow. I think it was 2022. I picked up what was it? Bodega Box Gomez, and I fell in love after that. Like, I opened the box and the presentation was amazing. The figure alone was just incredible, and it was just kind of staring at me with his beady eyes. But yeah, after that, I think I then immediately went to another booth at Joe Fest and purchased a Black Skull's Death Brigade just to go with it, because I didn't want to go home with just one, you know.
Wow.
So,
they got him here like
that Bodega Box. That's a heck of a first purchase too. There's a lot that was packed in that box too. Like,
yeah, it was.
That was a lot of CC's favorites.
It was a lot of incredible stuff, and just stuff I'd never been a part of as far as like what G.I. Joe has to offer, or a Valaverse even. Don't get me wrong, Valaverse is an awesome line and it's an awesome community, but Mezco's better.
So I always try to like ask this, but you like Rumble Society. Is there something that you feel that the company can improve on or make the experience better for you? We're all friends.
There's always things. Well, I take back that idea that Mez said, which was he doesn't want anyone to tell him how to run his company, and I can completely respect that. But I'd like to see more backstory. I'd like to see more backstory for the characters. I'd like to see multiple comments. I think that would be exciting. Yeah, and I think that would sell the line even further down the road too.
For something that's more predetermined.
Yeah. Have you a lot of people have posted online the comics for the Rumble Society. Have you been able to catch up on a lot of them that you're missing, or am I still breaking up for you really bad?
Yeah, you are. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I was going to wait till you're done, but.
Oh, have you been able to catch up on all the comics that were released for Rumble Society with the figures?
Almost all. I don't have some that are complete. I definitely tend to shop on bits and pieces on eBay, but I have a Doc Knock. I have the Necroverse Atticus, but I don't have the original Atticus. And I'm afraid if I purchase some of them, I'm gonna want to use other parts, and I don't want to attempt that just yet. But in fact, my collection is kind of it's used and it's always out to play with, so I can't not keep it in the box, I guess. So, but I plan on getting the Atticus. And what was that?
I said that's not a bad thing at all. A lot of times, especially myself, there's some in boxes. It's just sitting there.
Yeah, I have a whole wall of boxes right here that are just empty.
No, that's good, man. Oh, there's go figure. Well, Nick, we're gonna try to squeeze one more person in. Is there something else that you want to talk about really quick or discuss that you've had on your mind about anything?
No, I'm just happy to be a part of this community. Okay. I'm just happy to be part of this community. I love how it always comes together with your show, and it always ties up, and it's nice to be a part of something and get your artwork out there and get your customs out there and see what other people can do with their cameras and their Photoshop, because I don't have that skill yet. But pretty much it.
Speaking of, really quick before I let you go, well, it's probably easier if you just drop it in the comments, but when you get off, will you do me a favor? Can you put your Instagram, your handle on there, and so people can take a look at some of the stuff that you have, like with your customs and everything?
Definitely. I'll get that done.
Yeah, please, man, please. And thank you so much for being on the show, man.
No problem. Thank y'all for having me, and it's great to listen to y'all. Appreciate it.
Hey, take care. Thanks, man, for supporting me. I had a box that popped up, and it's not something bad. It's just it's like a box. So you know how those boxes pop up and do stuff?
Hasbro?
I don't know. It's like some dialogue. It kept going over it, so I'm hoping it wasn't. I'm hoping it didn't mess with his connection. Sorry. I didn't want to hit it and do it down. All right. So we got the next person really quick.
I sent him an invite. I told you probably have to wait, but if he can hear us, Mr. Boogie with Toyz, please make your way to the green room.
Mm-hmm. There he is. All right. So this is Patrick. I guess I should do introductions better, but sometimes I don't know the people that come on. I forgot to add Adam's question too. I started, but he had do you have a favorite custom? There's Patrick. I wanted to make sure that he was clothed, So everyone, please welcome Boogie with Toyz. How you doing, sir? How you doing? Good to have you on.
Hey, how's it going? It's nice to meet y'all. I don't have headphones in, so if it sounds crazy, I'll mute it whenever I'm not talking.
Oh, no, it's perfectly fine, man. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. I I had the video going in the background. There we go. Okay, I'm doing pretty good, man. I've been really busy. I've been customizing a lot, and been trying to keep up with all these releases, man. From all these lines, it's crazy. It's what a time to be, a collector in any company that you like. So, yeah, I've been good though. No complaints.
Are you stressed out, man? Good, man. We've been good. Man,
I'm a little bit. Like I had to cancel the Snyder, the 3-pack. I had to cancel. I had 2 of them pre-ordered, and I just stuff's tight right now, the holidays and everything. So I had to, I know I'll get them at some point, but yeah, I went ahead and just, bit the bullet on that and had to cancel those. But so a little stressed, but I'm trying to make sure I have fun with, what I do have and I enjoy it, of course, and not trying to, race to get everything first. So I don't mind, picking up later if it's aftermarket. Hopefully I find a deal. So,
Yeah. The good thing about it seems like lately, I don't know, CC, what do you think? Like, it seems like getting stuff now, it's not as hard or it's not as expensive as it used to be. It doesn't really seem like it.
I agree. Yeah, I think companies are pumping out these figures because the competition drives, better product, but at the same time, not any company in specific, but there's lines that may try to pump stuff out so quick, and you'll notice certain things that maybe they kind of should have taken their time on and stuff like that. So, but overall, you're right though. It's not as hard to get figures nowadays. And the aftermarket isn't crazy, so that's good for anyone that misses out.
Yeah. Me, favorite customer. Yeah. So, I've actually not been on, but I've actually watched a couple of your lives. I remember watching you doing some of the painting because with Predator, I remember you did that custom. That one was really good.
Yeah, and, I appreciate
it. Death Dealer, I remember you doing some of that, and then you've done a couple of Conan. Oh yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah, I gotta, I had to bring some of these out, for you guys and honor the Mezco homies. So yeah,
that's good, man.
Yeah,
do you have the Predator still? Do you still have that one?
Do you know Jurassic Jesse on Instagram? He's a part of the Toy Migos community. He so he actually, we worked out a deal. So he paid me for, I have 2 of them, so I do have one of them still, but he traded me his blank, like his standard release Predator from Mezco. So I got a new one to work on and some cash for the custom. So I did work that deal out with him, but I have one more. And I actually have 2 Predators. One is painted, one is plain, and I got one that he just sent over to me. So I plan on repainting. I want to keep one, but I do want to sell the other 2, so that's the plan.
Yeah. It's the same thing with you. Like when you get off, if you don't mind just putting your Instagram, because you take really good pictures, but your customization work is really done really well. I remember when you put that Predator up in the group and people are like, oh shit. And so it was even putting the MC, you said what, like he in the mouth area, you could see like detail where it looked like it was actually saliva, like you put gloss in there and everything. It looked like it really good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I knew what I wanted to do with that Predator since I saw it. Because since I saw in-hand pics, I saw there were certain details that I wanted to bring out, and I worked on a Predator NECA figure back in the day with the brown Sharpie trick on the rim, and I kind of blended it in. And the Sharpie itself already gives it a gloss sheen to it, so that works. And then you kind of, after you paint everything up, you just do a little gloss coat here and there, just to kind of just certain areas. You don't have to fully coat it, but it makes the skin look kind of, like perspiring, how it looked like always wet in the movie. So yeah, so I try to bring out those details, man.
I've been in on, like I said, a couple of your live, and watched, and I've seen you do it. Like, how long does it take you to customize like a Predator? Like, how much time do you put into it? Because I don't think a lot of people understand when they see these and they, it's up for like, a day or two. People don't understand how much time that you actually put into it. And I don't think a lot of times people get appreciation for it. So how much?
Literally, what I was just going to ask you too. Like, when you get a custom figure from somebody, and people think that it's too much. Some people that are new to buying customs, but your time is a lot. So I really would like to know how long like Predator took you, honestly.
Yeah, Predator. Once I got past, so let's say once I got past the first Predator that I worked on, because that one was not trial and error, but I was taking a little bit more of my time just to make sure I didn't mess anything up and stuff. So once I knew which paints I was using and I knew exactly what I was doing. So for the second one, I'm not like boasting about saying it didn't take me too long. It's just how I get with my ADHDs. When I start working on a project, I kind of go all in. So that whole day I'm working on it the whole day. So I would say nothing too crazy, but I would say close to like a regular business hour work schedule, like maybe 6 hours, maybe because then when I finish, I'll see something that, I need to add some brown, a little bit of brown, amber looking around the teeth or something like that, or something to kind of bring it out. But I would say on average for that Predator, it would probably be about 6.5 to 8 hours, depending on how much detail you want to put into it. So
that's what people have to realize. Like, think about, high-end work wages,
right,
hourly rate, and the cost of, it's, the materials and everything. Like, people just think, you just shouldn't charge me that much, but it really is. You're buying art from someone.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You taking the cost of the item, and then, like you said, you're buying, it's artwork. I mean, in itself, we buy these figures because of the, in general, it's an art form, and then you want to add something to it. And, there's people out there that do really amazing work on the community that well transcend, as far as what I, feel like I'm doing, sculpting and all that crazy stuff, all in-house. But yeah, I agree with you, man. That's, I understand when I first wanted to buy customs, it was like Dragon Ball Z SH figure art customs. And there's some guys that they do a lot of detail in them, and the prices, I don't want to say that they're not overpriced, but I can see why you can be taken back, especially not knowing how someone painting a toy will get, and you get in hand, if it flakes off and things like that, you wouldn't want that to happen. So I get the concern about buying and spending money on a custom figure, but I want to make that more clear to, people that follow me on my page. Just, hey, like, this stuff is protected. You're good. And then anyone that's bought a custom for me, I haven't had this happen yet, but I always let them know, feel free to hit me up if anything goes wrong. If there's some paint issues, send it back over. Y'all cover shipping, but other than that, I'll touch it up. So it's not a big deal. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate y'all I know y'all, you talked about the Death Dealer on the live before, and y'all kind of highlighted my one. So it's been a big help.
It was good. Yeah. So to tag on to what he says, let's say you were talking to a potential customer, but you're pretty much broadcasting this to everybody right now. What is something that you would like a potential customer to know, whether it be about pricing or even time for a project? Like, hey, I take this amount of time. I hope you respect it and understand. It just helps me be able to give you what you're looking for creatively, and I can give you quality work. What's something that you would want a customer to know if they hired you or commissioned you or something?
Well, first, I guess first and foremost is I want them to feel safe about their purchase, because I would not want to sell a custom piece that I feel like it's not gonna, you can't just stand it there, and if you move it around, it's gonna mess up. So I take, I'm in the ACBA community ish somewhat. I take photos, I try to do some toy photography. So, and I do it a lot with my customs, and I don't have any. That's my main thing. It is quality. I take my time to make sure it's protected and it's sealed. On top of it, I don't think my prices are outrageous. I take, I factor in what the cost of the item is. If it is something that is like really rare, or something, say like Death Dealer's kind of, its aftermarket price is higher. So if I were to customize my second Death Dealer and sell that one, I would have to, because if I wanted to sell it just outright, I could make a decent penny for it. And I'm not looking to, price gouge anyone, but I would say just, feel safe about purchasing a custom from me, because if there is any issues too, hit me up. Just reach out to me. I've had a lot of people, message me and inquires and stuff, and some things went through, and sometimes people say they'll get back to me, and that's fine. I get it, but just feel safe about it, because anything goes wrong, y'all can just message me, and I'm very responsive. And you send it back to me, I'll paint it up. But again, I haven't had that issue yet with any customs that I've done. And then typically for a custom, say it's a full repaint on a Predator. So say I charge They're sending me their Predators. Say I charge $100 flat for the repaint. It's just 50. I would do 50%. If you wanted to, you could pay it in full, but I like to do 50% deposit, and then once I finish it up, show you the photos, videos, all that good stuff, articulated to kind of show you that it's safe and it's protected, and then I'll take the payment and then I'll ship it over to you. So, I just want I want people to feel comfortable and safe about it, because I get it, because buying custom toys it can be kind of scary because you don't know what's going to happen to it, so, but yeah.
Yeah, and you're very active, online. Like from what I've seen, like not only in the groups, but then also on Instagram. Like I said, I've seen a couple of your lives too. So it's not like you're hiding, and I think that builds confidence with people too. They're like, oh, I know when he's on. So if I have questions or concerns or anything, I can probably get back to him. And you do great work, man. I mean, Thank you, really. I mean, CC, did you have any questions or?
So December 1st, Mezco announces that the TMNT set's being released. You have money for one. A gift for your spouse or the turtle set. Which one you getting?
Put them in a box, bro.
Man. She's watching. I was about to say, hopefully she's not watching right now. She's downstairs. My lady is not a very materialistic woman, so now the gift, if I could figure out a creative way to get her a very nice gift and to be thoughtful, she'll appreciate that. So I would look to try to buy the TMNT set because I'm a big fan. So Raphael, specific, favorite turtle. All the turtles look amazing. I didn't pre-order them. I don't think I did, but I know I'll be picking them up because this is, I know Mezco's known for soft goods, but they look awesome. I can't wait for that. So. Yeah, so I'll probably pick those turtles over.
So you'll get one coupon for a hug on Christmas, then, right? One free.
Buy two get hug two get one free. Something. Yeah. I'll try to run some type of incentive deals for it, just so I can ease the pain for that gift. But yeah, yes, sir.
That's good.
Turtles seem to be the popular topic. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
that's just gonna be good, man. I'm telling you, it's such a hard gray area. I get it because. They did show that pre-order and they showed those renders, and a lot of people had to base their decisions off that. But that set, I think that's going to be a really sought after set, man.
They look like they move very well too for turtles. They look like they're going to move pretty good. So
would you customize them?
Yes. At this point, honestly, man, it's the only reason why I haven't almost worked on everything is because I got too much stuff. I buy too much stuff, and I'm trying to catch up for some things here and there. But I'm going back and messing with figures that I kind of put down. So the SH Figure Arts Miles, I added I kind of carved out some articulation in there so he can move his head up, and so I definitely will be in the turtles and the Mezcos too. What I love about Mezcos is the texture, like on Conan, the texture on his skin, it's a great way to hold paint. So it's not something very smooth like a Marvel Legend where it's, it's just like a skin tight smooth. There's not really any details going on their base bucks. But with Mezco, for most of their figures, and obviously all of them in the turtles, you got a little bit of that texture in there, some scarring. So you could do so much with just the wash. Like you could do so much with just a simple wash on all those turtles probably. And it may not be necessary at all, but I'm going to bring out some details, of course, and probably add a little bit of damage on Raphael, something like that. So I got to.
I love it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
So last question really quick before we let you go.
Yes,
let's say you're giving somebody advice. This is their first time getting into customizing. What are some tips that you would recommend for them as far as maybe a figure to start off with, or a simple project that they could do where, they don't hit you up every 10 minutes and go, how much paint do I have to put on here? Just
right.
Something simple.
Trying to think of a figure that just any, honestly, I would say McFarlane toys get you a McFarlane toy, like a Spawn, one of the medieval Batmans or the medieval Spawn, or a lot of McFarlane toys spawn for. There's so much sculpt details. They do a great job at the sculpt work on there. There's a lot of McFarlane haters out there and stuff, and there's a lot of issues and things like that, but they do amazing sculpt work. So I think one of the first figures that I customized in my adult years and getting into this in the community was got his name. It's from The Witcher, from the game. It's the skull guy with the cool man. I don't know if y'all played the game, if y'all follow The Witcher. It's the skull guy with the crown.
The second to end boss in the game.
Yeah. And he kind of looks like the human anatomy, his armor. So I did a lot on that, and man, because he looked like real soft. Like everything was very light and pastel colored, and I added like a contrast wash. So for the tip that I would give is get you a $25-$30 McFarlane toy, maybe a Marvel Legend, depending on if it's one that seems like it may be decent to paint. I would start with something with some texture and just add a wash to it. Or get a Stormtrooper and do some light. You can make your own washes if you don't want to spend the money for Citadel paints and things like that. So you want to thin your paints. That's what the biggest thing that I've learned is you want to make sure your paint's thin and you don't because it won't stick. So you want to make sure you do light coats but just, you don't need to be so like worried unless you're trying to paint faces and eyes and things like that. If you're working on something, that's different. So then you got to really, get dialed down, but just $30 toy McFarlane, add a wash on it. You'll see how that figure now looks more 3D. Like it looks more like it's breathing now versus just kind of sitting there. And matte coat too. Add a matte coat to Marvel. Any Jada Toys, Marvel Legends, you do a matte coat, it's gonna make that figure you already customized. You're good if you want to stop there. So yeah.
I've been noticing that lately. Like you see that with Mezco figures. I'm not trying to alienate anybody, but like some figures, they're matte and they just photograph better as opposed to anything that has like a clear gloss on it. It just, man, it messes me up, trying to take pictures of something because there's a shine and I'm like, I don't want that. My friend KJ told me about it. He's like, man, just throw like a matte spray on it, like a light one really quick, like a tester, just kind of go over it really quick and it'll dull it down so you don't have all those kind of like hard lighting shadows like I do on my face right now.
If the light was hitting me, I'm real oily. I got this forehead be shining. Now I feel you on that. I understand it's so much like glossiness to like a lot of Legends, or again, not specific lines. There's a lot of just toys in general, and I get it. They are toys, but you throw a matte coat on there, and now it's going to look a little bit more. And that's my thing is I'm not super big into like when I customize. I kind of go for more of I want to say kind of a realism approach to it. I kind of try to weather things up a little bit, have a little bit more grit to it, add some tone. I weathered the Mofex Batman up here somewhat. It's kind of hard to see, but he was too.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Did you post that?
Is that the Marvel one?
Yeah, this is the Marvel one. I got the Marvel exclusive. And it's crazy that I was like, I told my lady, she was like, you just wait till your other ones come in. I said, hey, this is the Marvel one. She's like, you need to put that back in the box. And I'm like, Ami has been slow with my shipment now because I think they're gonna, send me the revised ones. And I'm like, I couldn't help myself. But I watched the movie today. I was like, I gotta paint this. So, yeah, man.
That's a keeper, man. It's a defect. It's a keeper.
Oh man, I hope like that. I think that could be honestly. I do think that could be worth some money one day. Like, that's crazy. And I know everyone was going in a panic for it, but that's just insane to think about an import company. Premium figure and it has a Marvel stamp on a Batman, the main character from the DC. That's wild. So, like,
I remember when that was first announced, everybody thought it was fake and it was it's photoshopped, it's fake. Right. Boom, more in-hand photos popping left and right.
Right. First thing I did, I was like, let me check the Marvel butt, pop it off, and it was good to go. I was like, man.
So, let me bend this guy over and see, check it.
They bend it over real quick. Yes. Yes, sir.
Well, Boog, I appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you very much. Again, please make sure you drop your stuff in there, and I'll make sure that I put it in the description. That way people can check out your work. And also, Snacks, we'll make sure we put you in there too. You got any closing thoughts or anything before you go?
Enjoy your figures. Don't try to keep up. Don't try to keep up with everything. It's too much. Just be happy and just pick and choose. So much to pick and choose out there. So your money and your time that goes into these figures is important. So make sure you just don't go too crazy and have fun. Don't lose that fun factor. So that's
Wise words. Thank you again, man, for being on. Thank you for hanging out with
us. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Pleasure meeting y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Take care.
I'll see y'all later.
All right, bye. All right. He said, "Thanks for stopping by, and you stay classy, San Diego." We forgot to give him a high five.
Oh yeah.
I know Minnie doesn't like the high five. Cece's like, "I'm too tired for that high five."
No, Cece's like.
Let me give Cece a little high five. Little high five for Cece.
You're
supposed to have the hand come out, Cece.
Cece was like Walter Cronkite tonight, hitting the hard questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he hit the hardest question I've ever heard.
Yeah.
He's got to pay me $5 not to send that video to his woman now, though.
Yeah.
Pre-customized figure.
I'll send you my PayPal. I need hush money.
So that's
he said turtles, young lady. He said turtles.
Yeah, I heard him too. I heard him. I push her aside for a set of turtles. Side cutter for sure. That's all I have. Do you guys have anything news-wise that you guys or topics that you guys want to talk about before we break out? I thought it was going to be an hour.
The new Spider-Man game is phenomenal.
Oh, you played it? Yeah, you have. So you said
amazing.
I know Sawyer. Yeah.
Yeah. The hell with that
have
kid.
You
I
beat it?
With a controller.
Have you beat it yet?
I did just before we went online. It's I took a couple of days off of work this week, so
I could tell he was glowing.
It was
that after Spider-Man glow.
Oh man, the story is unbelievable. It's
no spoilers. No spoilers.
Nope, you know me. I don't spoil.
You got a message, CC. You got a message. He said, I'll send that.
Oh, Adam, it's in the other room. Sorry, Sawyer's in bed already. I can't sneak in to go get the UFO.
Sawyer's got it on lock.
Yeah.
I got an alarm on it. Chirp, chirp.
Oh, here, MC, I'll hand you the one that you gave me. Here. That doesn't work. It's not going to work. So Spider-Man game's good. I walked into Target. It was gone. Like the shelves, like the end cap they had, it was barren. There was nothing there. And I was like, you can get it digital, can't you? Right?
Yes. Yeah. That's what I did. I originally had it pre-ordered through Amazon, but I was like, I don't need another disc laying around my time. Is money and space finite. So
got a PlayStation 5 in the closet.
I know. I heard you're giving that away for the end of the year.
That's right. Mezco. It's literally right behind me at the top shelf, man. I don't think the thing's been played in 9 months. I don't think.
With a 12-pack of Coke Zero, missing 8 of them.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So if I get this game, it'll be the 6th time I've turned this on. So who's turned on their PlayStation less? Is it you or me?
Probably you. Because the kids and everybody did play it pretty good for the first 2 months, but that was about it.
Oh, man,
so it's definitely got more than 6 uses, but not many more.
All 3 of those Spider-Man games are great, but the second one, wow.
I can't get sucked in, man. If I start doing that, I'll
do it.
I'll be smoking. I saw what was it? The Modern Warfare trailer the other day. I was like, don't do it, Paige. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't go down that rabbit hole. But
nah, man, dude. I had so much fun with that stuff, man. But I need to check that game.
Modern Warfare.
Man, I was
talking shit to little kids.
Oh man, I was good. I know I didn't talk trash to little kids. They get in your ear and you kill them once or twice. Camper, you're camping. I'm like, nah, I'll tell you where I'm at. I was like, come get me. I'll be in the center building the whole game. Come and get me. It's so funny. Like, oh, you're camping in the corner. I'm like, no, I'm 2nd floor. Come get me. Leave like a little Claymore in there for him.
You guys ever see that?
So much fun.
That TikTok video where this smoking hot mom in a red dress comes out and she talks to her son. She's like, all right, baby, I'm gonna go out on my date, blah, blah, blah. And then the dude walks in and he's like, what's up, sport? Or should I say King something 79? I told you I was gonna fuck your mom.
He's talking all that trash.
Yeah.
Those little kids are bad, bro.
Yeah.
I can't, man. I wouldn't be caught dead if I was a little kid and I talked to an adult like they talk to me online. I hit the mute button a lot on that game. Wait till you get to the lobby and talk shit. And I was like, gosh. But yeah, I wouldn't want to get stuck in that. I need to check that one game that they gave me. It's with the girl. I need to hurry up and put that on there because they put expiration dates on there, don't they?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I need to make sure.
I bet you they expired.
Yeah, I know.
Those things aren't usually those downloads usually don't last very long.
Damn it! I need to hurry up and do it. But I went looking for those. I figured that company folded, right? So I went looking for those starting lineup cards, those virtual cards that they gave me, to see if they'd still work. I couldn't find the email for it. I was like, damn it. So, camping. He said camping was so much fun. Yeah, I wouldn't camp. Like you camp is like you just stay there the whole game. I'm not gonna run out in the middle of the street the whole game for you to shoot me. Little kids and stuff like that. You can't be camping. I was like, no, I'll tell you exactly where I'm at. You come get me.
Sawyer plays Fortnite with his friends a lot. There's no camping in that because there's a storm that comes in and it makes the map move, makes you move with the map to different areas.
Yeah, it condenses the map every so many minutes or whatever.
Yeah, and then when it gets near the end of the game, even if you're in the area, the circle will like shift across, like you got to run north or east or west. It'll smoke you out of your holes eventually. So, or you die.
I never stood. The only time I would like take cover and stay in corners if it was like strategic, like either some sniper or if I had to reload. But I barely. You can't do that in those games. You got to like kind of run and gun a little bit, but I'm not going to be running out in the middle of the street. But if I needed to reload, I'm not going to sit there, by the car. Let me reload. And then they throw a grenade and it blows up the car. It's just dumb stuff like that. I was like, man, I was so good at that game. I miss that game so much. Crap. CC, anything for you? Any games or movies we should watch? Things to do?
No, I haven't played a video game in a long time, so I can't offer any advice there. It's been a minute. I haven't watched any good movies lately either. I gotta get back out in the world again. I'm falling behind quickly.
Became a hermit.
Work, man.
There's a lot of movies I've missed out on. A lot of movies. I gotta get caught up.
Did you watch Werewolf by Night in color? Have you seen that yet?
Yes.
I haven't seen either version. Don't judge me.
And you're beating up Paige for Ahsoka?
Don't judge me.
It's been streaming for a year.
You can't be a Star Wars fan and not have seen Ahsoka by now.
It's true.
You're still two episodes behind, and you watched Thriller 6 times today.
Thriller's only like
3 episodes behind? Oh,
it's only like 5 or 8 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, but 3 times. That's half an episode.
Thriller like 26 minutes long.
I know, man. And I've watched some other stuff that I thought was.
See?
Yeah, I'll get on it tomorrow. I watched Twilight Zone today. That was good. With Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone. Yeah, that's really good, man. Some thoughtful writing in there, man. Oh gosh, I was like, geez, I was hooked for a second. And I was like, I gotta watch Ahsoka. I gotta watch. I'm not watching it. Like, I haven't watched Loki. I didn't even watch that yet. Like MC said it was.
I'm struggling,
you, right?
Yeah, I'm lost. I've rewatched it. Are we on episode 3 yet? 4? I don't know. I've watched all the episodes so far like 2 or 3 times, and I'm still like struggling. I
think 3 comes out tomorrow.
Too much. I'm not gonna spoil it. So.
Wait a minute. Here, where's my spoiler thing so I can put it up?
No, I'm not gonna spoil.
No, it's not like a spoiler, but
the time hopping is too confusing to you got to really pay attention.
Well, no, not that part. The question I had is because of everything that went on with Jonathan Majors. Does he have screen time in this?
He is in there.
Besides the Victor Timely thing, because everybody's seen that in the preview. You're not spoiling that. But does he have?
He's not in it much at all so far. No. His first 2 episodes, he's mentioned, but he's not really in it.
Yeah, see, that'll delay it for me. I like Jonathan Majors.
He's going to try. He said it's going to trial soon. I saw in the news his thing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they figure out if he's innocent or not.
We can talk about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett and Tupac.
Oh God.
Chris Rock, like, why the hell are you so mad at me? In hindsight,
I don't need to hear anything about that anymore. Jeez, every time I see that, I'm like, dang, man.
The SNL skit with her about her was freaking hilarious. So,
with all that's being said, now just real quick, do you think maybe he slapped him because he couldn't slap her?
Maybe, yeah. But Chris Rock,
they're about the same size. Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett. I could see him being a stand-in for Jada Pinkett. He probably just slapped him because he couldn't slap Jada. So,
I think it's all that pressure for him. I think just everything, not just that moment. It was his life, everything that was involved, everything. Her, his past, that moment, the pressure of being the #1 lead black actor, as far as like action movies and making money and just his rap career, everything was at that moment just caught him on a bad day. He's like,
You figure he's one of those guys that had like an impeccable reputation too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like she's literally took. I don't want to get on my soapbox. I'll make this brief, but to think of what she's put this guy through that had such a just flawless reputation, and like his whole personal life has now just been put out there and just drugged through the mud.
Yeah.
Drugged through the mud, as if you're not already out there for everyone to see, and then for her to kind of put on display the things that she's been able to do. It's pretty bad.
What did you say? Tupac's changed his name to Two Pinkett on SNL.
Oh, I've seen so many like memes and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
And I know I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just giving the reason why I think what happened. That's what it is. I didn't say it was right. No excuses for me.
Mm-mm.
I wonder what would have happened if he would have did it off camera. Would it have been that big of a deal? But that's when you start just analyzing everything.
No, if that had happened anywhere else than where it happened, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Yeah. But on that's kind of one of the biggest stages it could have possibly happened. It's really unfortunate. It's one of those things. If you would have told me 5 years ago that Will Smith would have been caught in something like this, I'd be like, no way. Not the Fresh Prince, right? Because he's just been so beyond reproach.
He's had some dust ups before. Have you seen that one where he was doing an international press tour and the guy tried to kiss him and he's like,
that was kind of recent too, though. You know what I mean? So it's almost like the tensions just kind of built. But
that's what I was saying.
I said, I don't know.
Yeah,
you saw that there was a rumor floating around that him and Margot Robbie were hooking up.
Well, that's understandable.
That's a bad rumor.
I don't blame
him.
Bad rumor. I think that's a hall pass.
Well, they said that it was open marriage, though, wasn't it?
No one can blame their man for that. You gotta understand. I'm joking. Nobody send me hate.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna be like,
MC made me say it.
Yeah.
$5 for shush money.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
PayPal.
I'm trying to think of anything else. No, I can't think of anything else. You guys got anything? I'll unstar this one.
Ready for the? I'm predicting it right now. Ghostbusters HasLab. Even though I predicted it last week, it's going to be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
How big?
I'll go with the Ghost Trap.
Like
the Ghost Trap. Didn't they do that one already?
They did the proton pack and the.
They did the pack and the wand. I don't think they did the trap yet.
I'm going to say it's going to be like a. What? How big was Giant Man? 24 inches.
Man, can you imagine if they did that? Like they just funded that and then they put out another big figure? Wow, man.
20 to 24 inch Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh my gosh. All right, here's the question. Would you get it?
Yes.
CC?
Would I get a 20-inch Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
24.
I think I'd be safe because I don't have any Ghostbuster figures other than I bought those really cheap Kenner ones or a couple years ago. But other than that, I don't have anything. So,
what if they gave a Ecto 1 for the HasLab? I think they're just...
if they bought that, if they made that for 12-inch figures, I would get one. I would get one.
For 6-inch figures?
Or yeah, for the 6-inch figures. That's what I
12-inch figures. That'd be huge.
No. For a 6-inch, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, hey, all right, then it's great hangout. Yep. See, because you'd be able to use it with some of the other stuff, and then if they revamp the line, even if it was like a cheap plastic one, but they wouldn't do that for a HasLab. They would have some kind of lights and sounds and stuff like that. But even if it was base, let's go with this just for a second. So 6-inch Ecto 1. Lights and sounds. How much? Well, okay, yeah. What's the price range? What's the max that you would go?
So are they going to do? Are we just not going to talk about tiers?
We'll talk tiers real quick. We'll just say that they're going to unlock figures because that's probably something that they would do. Unlock tier 1, you get
Ghosts.
They probably go. You get who'll be the lower end characters? You get Ray or Winston, and then the next
girl
one
on the desk. What was her name?
Janine.
You know what's last is, what do you want?
Yeah. And then, but maybe they tier it that way.
You get Melissa McCarthy figure, the ghost from the female Ghostbuster movie.
God, no.
I would say 350.
350.
350. Give me 350.
That's always the answer for everything. 350.
All right, I'll say 375 because I don't want to steal his answer.
Oh God, no, man, no. Oof, God.
It's only money, Paige. You can print more.
No, that's a little bit high. I would have to take CC's mantra on this. What am I gonna do with it? Like, how many shots would I do? I have those. I have the Mezco ones, but how much am I really gonna do? And then they got the firehouse. They're gonna build a firehouse now. You know.
Great sound effect.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Ghostbusters. $2.99 and the cartoon. Maybe they would do with the tiers. Maybe they could do 2 figures each. That would be pretty enticing. Tier 1, you would get. You'd have to do a popular and then a non. So maybe like Ray and I don't want to sound like Ray and Winston, and then Peter and Egon. Or
Peter
and Ray
is a big win right there, though.
Yeah, you put that as the second tier.
Egon passing away.
Yeah, use it the second tier. That way, people are like, "Oh, we got to get to that tier." Nobody's gonna want a tier unlock for Janine and Slimer. They're like, "What? What is this crap?"
Janine and Slimer. You get the library ghost and Lewis.
I have those from
what's
Select.
What's the baby's name from Ghostbusters 2? Oscar?
Oscar?
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar and the angry guy in the picture.
Vigo?
Yeah, Vigo. That's what you get.
Don't test my Ghostbusters knowledge, son. I can name all the ghosts in the cartoon too. CC said he's down 350, 375. Is that what you got, CC?
If they did an Ecto 1, what would the price range be? So what was the price of the failed Ghost Rider one? 250?
350.
350? Mm-hmm. So I would feel like they would have to come in under that, right? I'm sure they'd feel that pressure to come in under 350. Even though this would be a bigger vehicle. Right? With even more sounds and lights.
And a lot of detail, like sculpting wise, depends on
a lot of detail. So if they were to do one, it'd have to be right around $400, especially if you're getting figures, multiple.
To fit all 4 figures in that, I mean, you got to think it's a hearse, it's
big. That's all the equipment in the back.
That's why I think it's going to come in hot with the price.
Yeah. I wonder if they kind of do like a trunk, kind of like, how they try to get away with it with the other ones.
Would they do it for the newest movie, or would they do the one from the oldest movie?
Nah, old movie. They don't want
to. If you push down on the license plate, you get Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters song that plays.
Nah, I can deal without that. I'll just play it on YouTube in the background. I don't need that. Would they redo the firehouse? Oh God, I would just build my own. I would not want to buy.
It's a lot of brickwork.
So I don't think they're going to do another vehicle.
Yeah, I find it hard for Hasbro to touch another vehicle for a little bit.
What was the his tank again? How much?
His tank was his tank 250 or
I don't know. I can't remember.
Have they done anything Ghostbusters yet though that hasn't been cosplay?
For HasLab?
Yeah, they've only just done the wand and the backpack, right?
And the backpack was the only thing that was HasLab. The wand was just like I don't think that was a HasLab. I think
you're right. That was just a Hasbro exclusive or something, right?
Yeah.
Well, when is this? We can close it out. Like, when is it going to happen on Friday?
300.
Yeah, I can see something like that, 350 or something like if they did it. But when is this happening? Friday
is a special Ghostbusters announcement. So to me, it just seems like we'll get a HasLab because this one ended. You know, like maybe they won't officially kick off the HasLab, but they'll have a big announcement that we're gonna. And I believe the second movie's in works, right? Well, be the 5th movie, but the follow up to the one with the kids.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah. I'll stick with the classics. I like the classics. They still hold up really well. And then it's almost I guess Monday is Halloween, right? Isn't it? Monday?
Tuesday.
No, Tuesday? So Tuesday, so we still got like a week. I'm still thinking for this month. I'm wondering I'm wondering if we'll get like another charge notification during this time, because it's another week. We've already I think in the last month there were five releases, man. That's a hard month.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll see. We have another week. So. Well, may your financial dam be able to hold until then. Because Hasbro will be charging that shit like at 12 o'clock at night while you're sleeping. So
yeah.
I got hit with those G.I. Joes in the middle of the night, and I'm like, I think I texted you guys right away, like, fuck, they just got me.
Yeah. MC sent me like, give me my money.
No, oh please.
I know he didn't do that. He did it. All right. Well,
seriously,
let's just sign off.
Money Page.
Yeah. Hey, my money?
Yeah. Like Brian.
Yeah. You got it. You got my money. You got it. All right. Well, look at somebody said a week for a chance to see Vex. Oof. Yeah, man. No, thank you. Let's build it. I mean, that's cool. That's a lot of money. That's like his.
I agree with you on building it because you can, like how you can fold it down and take up this much space versus.
Yeah, I would build that thing where it's modular anyway. But, all right, let's do sign offs. Yes, who's got it? Who got it?
Help control the pet population. Please have your pet spayed or neutered.
Damn. Thank you. I'm better off building it. Exactly. It's almost like the turtle layer, he said. MC, you got anything?
That's CC. He's got the perfect sign off.
He does. I have to do the standard one. Thank you for everybody that showed up and watched live tonight. Whether you came in, stayed during the whole show, or if you just listened to it in bits and pieces, appreciate you. Thank you for taking your time out of the day or night to hang out with us. Remember, with all the characters, toy lines, and ways to get them, it's a great time to be a collector. So find the things that bring you joy in this hobby. And if you can't, just remember, they're just toys. So have fun.
Paige said it's so monotone. He doesn't really mean it.